In this video we're going to solve proportions by cross multiplying. So here's page 1, and then we have page 2 and page 3. Okay, so let's start with page 1. And if we might, do you know that 4 over 6 is equal to 2 over 3? We know that, right? 4 over 6, 4 6 is the same as 2/3, right? If you put this in lowest terms, 2 into 4 goes twice, 2 into 6 goes 3 times, right? So this is a fact. Now, there's something funny about when you write a fraction equal to a fraction. Okay, if you have a fraction equal to another fraction, that is called a proportion. Proportion. Okay, we have a fraction equal to a fraction. It's a proportion. Whenever you have a proportion, you can do cross multiplying. You can cross multiply. What does that mean? It means you make a cross like that. Do that. Make a cross. Okay? Or an X. And what you do is you take 4 and multiply it by 3. Let me just do that. Okay, and you say that that is equal to 6 multiplied by 2. Now check that. Is that true? Is that a true statement? 4 times 3 is 12. 6 times 2 is 12. Yes. Okay. So what on this page, I would just like you to cross multiply each one of these and check to see if all of these are in fact proportions, if all the fractions are equal. We know these fractions are equal. If fractions are equal and you cross multiply, you will get one number equal to another number. What's the point of doing that? The point of doing that is so we can then solve these equations. Okay? So that's page 2. We're going to solve some equations. Okay? Alright? So let's cross multiply to show that this on this one, and if both sides are the same, you've done the right thing. So you've got to go 3 times 4 equals 12 times 1. So 3 times 4 equals 12 times 1. Are both sides the same? 12 equals 12. Yep. So that's all you have to do on this page. Just make sure cross multiply and multiply both sides, and they need to be the same number. Now 3 twelfths is equal to 1 quarter, isn't it? Because if you put this in lowest terms, you see, you would go 3 into 3 goes once, 3 into 12 goes 4 times. That gives you 1 over 4, right? Okay, so when you have a fraction equal to another fraction, you can cross multiply. This number times this number will always equal this number times this number. And once again, the reason we're doing that is so we'll use that fact to help us solve these equations on page 2 and 3. Okay? So I'm just going to run over these with you. So we've got to multiply this times this, and then this times this. We've got to cross multiply. So what we get is 1 over 6 multiplied by 15 is equal to 1 over 4 multiplied by 10, right? Now what do we do? You're multiplying fractions. Do you remember how to multiply fractions? Okay, what you've got to do is put the improper fractions put the mixed numbers into improper fractions, or put the whole numbers into improper fractions. So 15 can be written 15 over 1, and 10 can be written as 10 over 1, right? So you've got 1 over 6 times 15 over 1. You can cross cancel, of course. 3 into 6 goes twice. 3 into 15 goes 5 times. So this guy becomes 1 times 5, 5 over 2 times 1, 2, 5 over 2. Okay, let's see what this one becomes. Can you simplify this multiplication? 10 in the top, 4 in the bottom. 2 into 4 goes twice. 2 into 10 goes 5 times. 1 times 5 is 5. 2 times 1 is 2. We get 5 over 2 here as well. Okay, so we did that one correctly. Both sides are the same. See if you can cross multiply in this one. What do you get? So you're going to go 0.2 times that, and then 2 times that, right? 0.2 times 10. Remember, the decimal point goes down here. The multiplication dot goes up here, halfway. Okay, so the decimal point is at the bottom, and the multiplication dot is halfway, and that's equal to 2 times 1. 2 times 1. Okay. So what is 0.2 times 10? And if I was smarter, I would have put this in parentheses, wouldn't I? So I wouldn't have to deal with the different points. Anyway, just something to watch out for. One of the reasons that we use parentheses for multiplying sometimes is so we don't have to deal with product dots or multiplication dots and decimal points at the same time. Anyway, okay, so 0.2 times 10 is, if you multiply a decimal times 10, doesn't the decimal point go over here like that? And so wouldn't this become 2? And on the right hand side we have 2 times 1, which is also 2, right? So press pause and do this guy. Cross multiply and show that both sides are the same. Please press pause and do it. Do your best, and if you make a mistake that's fine, because then the video will show you how to do it. Okay? So please press pause and try it. I'm going to do it in 3 seconds. I'm going to do it quickly enough. So 3, 2, 1. Okay, here I go. This times this should equal this times this. 2 over 3 multiplied by 5 should equal... Oh, I'm wrong, haven't I? 5 over 4, sorry. 2 over 3 times 5 over 4 should equal this times this. 1 over 6 times 5. Okay? Turn the 5 into a fraction. 5 over 1. Okay? Now, on this guy over here, 2 into 2 goes once, 2 into 4 goes twice. And on the top now I have 1 times 5 is 5 over 3 times 2 is 6. On this guy I can't cross cancel anything. 1 times 5 is 5, 6 times 1 is 6, and so both sides are the same and we did the right thing. Okay? So now we're going to use our cross multiplication knowledge to do these examples on page 2. The first question is, what number over 6 is equal to 2 over 3? So this is an equation, and what we've got to do is solve for x. In other words, find out the value of x that makes the equation true. So for example, what I'm trying to say is the answer is definitely not 100, right? So that won't work. 100 over 6 equals 2 over 3. That's not going to work. So x is not 100. But what is x? There's only one number that's going to work for x. What is it? You know? Do you think it's maybe... Oh, we just did this one, didn't we? Do you think it might be 4? Because 4 over 6 equals 2 over 3. See that? So it is 4, right? But imagine you didn't know that. You could use this cross multiplication method to find out what x is. Because watch this. You're going x times 3 equals 6 times 2. Okay. Now usually in algebra, when we have x times 3, you know, we kind of think of it as if you had something like banana times 3. What did you eat for lunch? I ate a banana times 3. You wouldn't say that. You say I ate 3 bananas. Right? Or how about apple times 2? What did you eat for breakfast? I ate an apple times 2. You don't say that. You say I ate 2 apples. And similarly, instead of x times 3, we would write 3 times x, or simply 3x. Okay? So that's the usual way of writing it, and we might as well just do it, get into the habit of it, because it's going to be all over your algebra classes anyway, right? So instead of x times 3, we can just write that 3x equals, and then 6 times 2 is 12. Okay? And now we have this equation where we have 3 multiplied by x, you know, and we need to undo multiplying to get the answer. And I think we just covered how to do that, right? So to undo multiplying by 3, I need to divide by 3. And if I divide this side by 3, what do I do to this side? Divide that by 3? Yep. So 3x over 3, the 3's cross cancel, and I get x is equal to, and 12 over 3 is 4. Okay? And that is the answer, because 4 over 6 is definitely equal to 2 over 3. So x has to be 4, right? X has to be 4. Does that make sense? Right? So 3/12 equals what over 4? Can you just guess the answer? Go ahead and guess the answer before you even start doing it. X equals what? Have you got it? 3/12 is equal to 1/4, isn't it? 3/12 equals 1/4, because if I put the 3/12 as lowest terms, I get 1/4. So x has to be equal to 1. But we're going to solve this equation and show that x will become 1 when you do it. So I'm just basically proving that cross multiplying works, and we're also practicing right now. So cross multiply means write across like that. Okay? And that tells you that 3 times 4 must equal 12 times x. Okay? And just for fun, we'll multiply this out and get 12 equals, and we'll just write that as 12x. Just for practice, because we usually don't put the multiplication between the numbers. So if 12 is just written beside x, it means 12 multiplied by x. Okay. So how do we get x by itself? Well, x is being multiplied by 12, so we need to divide by 12. Yep. And we also need to divide this side by 12. Okay. If I divide that by 12, 12 and 12 goes once here and here. And I get 1x over 1, which is just x. Okay, so I get x on the right. And 12 divided by 12 is 1. So I have 1 equals x, which can also be written as x equals 1, right? Same thing, isn't it? 1 equals x, x equals 1. You can do that. Change it around, right? Okay, so please press pause now and use your skills to figure out the answer for this. Okay, we're going to cross multiply and then solve this equation for x, right? So I'm going to do it now in about 3 seconds, so please press pause and try it. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. 3 times 3 equals 7 times x. So 3 times 3 is 9, and 7 times x, I'll just write that 7x for fun. And I've got to undo multiplying by 7, so I need to divide by 7 on both sides. And so I get 9 over 7 equals, and these guys cross cancel, equals x. Okay, so x is 9 over 7. Now, what if we had x over 3 equals 5? What would we do then? Well, let's see. We could write this whole number as an... Any idea? You come up with the answer. What should we do first? Write this guy as 5 over 1. If I turn the 5 into a fraction, now I can cross multiply and get the answer. Okay, so cross multiply. Alright, and we get x times 1 equals 3 times 5. Okay, and x times 1 is just x. 3 times 5 is 15, isn't it? X times 1 is x. Did we even see that? Let's go over that really quickly. X times 1 is the same as 1x. Why? Or x, because if you had banana and you multiplied it by 1, I had a banana times 1 for dinner, means I had 1 times a banana, or you just had 1 banana, or you just had a banana. That they all mean the same thing, don't they? Banana times 1, 1 times banana, 1 banana, or just banana. I had a banana. Right? How about apple times 1? List all the ways you could write that. Apple times 1. I had an apple times 1 with my breakfast. Means I had an apple times 1, or I had 1 times an apple. Right? Or I had 1 apple. I had 1 apple for breakfast. Or I had an apple. Just apple. Hey. See that? Or you could say I want a yo-yo times 1 for Christmas. Or how else could you write that? I want 1 times a yo-yo. Right? Or I want 1 yo-yo for Christmas, or I just want a yo-yo for Christmas. So if you just have y on its own, it means 1y, or just y, right? We saw that, didn't we? Anyway, so, okay, sorry. 4 over x equals 3. Please press pause and solve this one by yourself. Okay, I'm going to do it now. You've got to write the 3 is 3 over 1. Cross multiply. You'll get x times 3 equals 4 times 1, or the other way around, doesn't matter. But in any case, 3x equals 4, and you've got x is being multiplied by 3, so you need to divide by 3 on both sides. The 3's cross cancel, and you get 1x over 1, or x is equal to 4 over 3. And you can also write that as a mixed number if you like. 3 into 4 goes once, remainder 1. So 1 and 1/3. Okay. Now, what if we had decimals? Can you solve this one? By all means, see if you can do it faster than me. I'm going to go through it slowly. Well, I've got to cross multiply first. Okay, so write the question down and cross multiply. See what you get. So we might have 0.12 times 0.3 is equal to 0.4 times n. Does that make sense? This times this equals this times this, right? Now, I guess the first thing we should probably do is multiply these guys out. So we'll do that. When you multiply, it doesn't matter where the decimal points are. They don't have to be underneath each other, right? 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 1 is 3. And 0 times everything is 0, and you can put those down there if you want. You don't have to. Now we count the number of decimal places. 1, 2, 3. See that? 1, 2, 3 decimal places in the problem. And so the decimal point starts from here and it goes 1, 2. Does it stop there? No, it goes another one. 3, right? Up to here. And then you put in a 0. And so you have 0.036. Or you could say 0.036, right? 0.036, right? So anyway, I get 0.036 is equal to 0.4 times n, 0.4 n. You could write it like that if you like. Alright, okay. And now I have to solve for n. So I need to divide by what? Divide by, it's been multiplied by 0.4, so I need to divide by 0.4. See that? And I need to divide this side by 0.4 as well. Now, what happens to the 0.4s over here? Would you believe me if I told you that they cross cancel just like any other number? You know, they just cross cancel. Just like when we divided by 3, the 3's cross cancelled. Divide by 0.4, the 0.4's cross cancelled. I get 1 times n over 1, which is just n, right? And then I need to do this division. So let me do that then. So I'm going to go 0.4 into 0.036. Okay. And, oh, I've got a decimal in the divisor. I need to move that to the right. And I need to move this guy to the right as well. So now I get 4. Is the points over here. So 4 into. And the decimal point is here. So that's a 0.36 or 0.36, right? Now what? 4 into 0 goes 0 times. Put up the decimal point. 4 into 3 goes 0 times, remainder 3, you could say. 4 into 36 goes 9 times. Or you might just say 4 into 36 is 9, and then put the 0 on the point of the 0. But in any case, you should get 0.09, right? So, if you could please press pause and figure this one out all by yourself. Okay? And so you might make a mistake or two, but that's okay because then the video will show you where you went wrong and you'll learn something, alright? So press pause and try it yourself, then I'll do it. Okay, so I'm going to do it now in about 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay, I'm doing it now. So I need to cross multiply. Did you get that? 0.3 times 0.8 should equal n times 2.4. Okay. And let's see. I need to multiply these guys together. 0.3. Oh, let me just do down here. 0.3, 0.8. 8 times 3 is 24. Then 4 carried to 2. 8 times 0 is 0. Put the 2 down. 0 times everything is 0. Don't need those. We have 2 decimal places in the problem. So there's going to be 1, 2 in the answer. So the point goes here. And so that makes 0.24. 0.24, right? Oops. So we got 0.24 equals n times 2.4, right? Or you could write that 2.4 times n. It doesn't matter. But the point is n is being multiplied by 2.4, so I need to divide by 2.4 to get it by itself, right? And if I do that, these guys cross cancel. I get 1 times n over 1, which is n, and of course I need to divide this side also by 2.4. Okay. So now I need to calculate this division guy here. That is 2.4 into 0.24. And I need to move the decimal point over one space, don't I? Here and here. So that becomes 24 into 2.4. Alright? So 24 into 2 won't go. 24 into 24 goes one time. And 1 times 24 is 24, and you subtract the remainder 0. You know that. Now the decimal point must go up here in the answer, and of course now I need to put in a 0, right? So 0.1 is what n is. Okay. Now this one, let me walk through this one with you. Write it down and we'll go through it together. So we need to cross multiply. Okay. Now we get 429 times 130 equals y times 858. Interesting. And I could multiply and then divide, but let me just give you a little tip, and this might work nicely for other questions if you want to do it as well. If at this point I go ahead and divide by the 858, I now have this big fraction to simplify, and then I'll get my answer. Okay. So let's try it. I think this is an even number, and so is this. So I'm going to try 2 into these. Now 2 into 13 goes 6 times, remainder 1. 2 into 10 goes 5 times. 2 into 8 goes 4 times. 2 into 5 goes twice, remainder 1, and 2 into 18 goes 9 times. And look what happened. Do you know what to do now? Can you see what to do? 1 into 429 goes once, 1 to 429 goes once. So we're kind of lucky, it all worked out for us. 1 times 65 is 65, and on the bottom I just have 1 equals. And look, if I cross cancel here, that goes into that, of course, right? Y times 1 over 1 is what I have, as usual. So anyway, this is just 61, isn't it? And this is just y, right? Okay.